Welcome back to my channel. So I have definitely been gone for a very long time. This is a somewhat old video that I just never uploaded because I didn't do the voiceover for it. So now I'm uploading it, but it's been so long since this happened, and I also haven't been on YouTube or on social media much lately. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on how I've been doing and stuff. I know you guys probably don't care, but it's definitely a long story. So I'm just doing this modern beach house. I actually just wanted to make this video way shorter, so I ended up just doing most of the stuff off camera, and then I'm just decorating and adding more, well, the windows and everything right now. But yeah, so now is for the update. I just recently got a job, which is great because I feel as though it was so difficult to get a job during this whole pandemic because a lot of people lost their jobs, and I just graduated college, so I basically feel like I am competing with people who already had the job previously, and those people who are graduating with me, which I don't know. It kind of makes it harder because there's way more qualified, experienced people, and just having somebody to take a chance on you is really difficult. So that's, I was just really glad to get a job. But it's taken a lot of time, and that's not the only thing that's happened recently. So I also got super sick about around the time I uploaded last. I actually thought it was COVID. I went to go visit my brother in a different state, and I did not. And I'm very careful, like he didn't have it or anything, so I just thought it was safe. I would just stop at gas stations and just go through the drive-thru at places, and obviously like sanitize my hands and wash my hands and like don't touch anything. But I came back, and a couple days later, I started to feel really, really sick, and I had a fever. I think at the time my fever was probably over 102 some of the times. It was like usually around 102, and then I would try to like just have my fever go for a little bit just in case, just because from a scientific perspective, fevers are there to help you, just because it would let certain microorganisms not live very easily. So yeah, I did that. And I also had like a lot of coughing and sneezing going on. I had a headache. I was so tired. It was just a horrible experience, and all the COVID symptoms are pretty much just like daily, just like everyday like flu symptoms. So I couldn't really distinguish that that's what it was. And I'm just gonna interject with myself really quick. I actually really liked this living room. I've never used this furniture before, but modern beach house, I really wanted to put, the best of both worlds, I guess. But back to my story. So I thought it was COVID. So I got tested, and I was self-quarantined, and that sucked because I'm pretty much the only one who knows how to cook in my house. And yeah, that was just horrible, having to rely on other people to cook for me. And I also don't eat meat. Well, I'm a pescatarian, so I eat fish, but I don't eat any red meat or chicken. So there's that. And obviously it's hard to cook for somebody else, but it's also harder to cook for someone with any dietary restrictions. So there was that. And the test came back negative, and I was like slightly feeling better. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it was just like the flu or something. I don't know. Even though I didn't interact with anyone who was sick with the flu or a cold. And a week goes by, and then all of a sudden I get a whole bunch of bumps all over my legs that are super dark red, they're super itchy. It's a rash. I think that they're bug bites at the time. So I don't know. It didn't occur to me that I had this disease that I ended up getting, that I'll tell you about later. Yeah, I really didn't know what to put on this part of the house. I kind of felt like it was a little weird and awkward. In the sunroom that I did, I don't know how I felt about it after I was done with it, but yeah, that's what I will say about this build. And I'm so sorry if you guys don't like that I'm talking about this whole story, but I really wanted to just talk about this story because I don't think I'll ever post the whole story on social media. I kind of told people on Twitter, just like a little like highlight, I guess. But yeah, I was actually kind of sad that I couldn't fit a piano in this house. I feel like it was so grand that it could have worked, but I feel like the pianos in this game are kind of big. But anyway, going back to my story. Sorry, everybody. I felt really sick after, like, even more sick than I was. I thought I was recovering, but after getting those bug bites, being super itchy and everything, I ended up doing those, like, telephone calls with the doctor to see exactly what's going on. And I'm pretty sure they thought I had Lyme disease because they gave me an antibiotic that would just, I don't know, it was a pretty strong antibiotic, but what I looked up online was that it was like for Lyme disease, and obviously antibiotics, you know, can work for different types of diseases and such, so there was that. But I think that they thought it was, I got a tick bite, and Lyme disease isn't really common where I'm at, so I was thinking like, it definitely isn't Lyme disease, and I tried to like highlight that I didn't get bit by a tick or anything. Pretty sure it was mosquito bites. And then I took the medication for about 2 days, and then I started throwing up. And that's when I knew that I was just really, really sick, and I just had to go. I had to go to the doctor. I just felt so sick and nauseous and stuff. So somebody actually looked at the rash on my legs, and they were actually able to tell me that there's a possibility that I have valley fever, which most of the people in the world probably don't know what that is. That's super endemic to the area. Endemic, not pandemic, or it's not an epidemic or anything. But yeah, so it's common in the part of the world I'm at, and I've learned about this disease a lot. I know exactly what it is. It's basically a fungal disease, and you get it when you inhale these fungal spores that are in the ground, and somehow they get disturbed and they come up, like, for instance, a leaf blower, you know, it's it could be disturbed by that and go in the air, and then we can inhale that and get it like that. So there's definitely many ways you can get it. And at this time, it was when all the wildfires in California, those were happening. So there's that. And I was just feeling really, really just kind of sad and disappointed that that even happened to me, because I know so much about it and I'm like never outside. So I'm just confused as to how that happened to me. And I got the blood test back, and I do have valley fever, and it kind of sucks. They had to see that my liver was functioning properly first, in order for me to start taking them. So they actually had to test my liver function, and it was actually good, the levels that I had it at. So they started me on some antifungal medication, and I will be taking that for the next at least couple of months. I can't drink. I mean, I don't really drink anyway, but I can't drink alcohol or do anything that could be super rough on my liver because this medication is very strong. So there's that. And I'm still extremely tired and fatigued from having this disease. It was somewhat shocking to me. I hated that Usually I could get like 6 hours of sleep and be fine, but I would get like 10 hours of sleep and be so tired and like falling asleep while watching a movie, which never happens. So yeah, I've definitely been really tired. My joints hurt so badly. I need to take ibuprofen every single day just to be able to move or to bend my fingers or whatever. I definitely didn't expect that it would be this rough on me, but it definitely has. And even though I didn't get COVID, I am so, I don't know, thankful that I was able to get help and figure all this out. And definitely everybody wear a mask, please. Like, I didn't get COVID, but like it could have been COVID, and it would suck if it were. But yeah, that's just my life update. I feel like having a job and then dealing with this disease is definitely not how I wanted 2020 to go for me, but it totally I don't know. That's how it went. That's how the universe decided to make my future, I guess. But yeah, I really like this outdoor area right here. I just added a couple curtains because I just think that it would just add the perfect touch. And this lot that I chose was not that big, so I feel like there wasn't much I could do with the back, but I definitely wanted to do different levels for the back area. But yeah, I hope you guys didn't get bored or something from my story of my disease that I thought I had COVID. I'm hoping that I'll start feeling better soon after the antifungals really start working in my body for a while. I don't know, I have to do some checkups and see an infectious disease doctor and such, which is gonna be great to fit in my schedule with work. But I hope that you guys are all having a good day. I think I forgot to actually put a railing on the staircase or something now that I'm looking back at this video, because it's kind of old and there were things that I wanted to say about that, but I don't know. If you guys have any other like suggestions or anything, please let me know. And I hope you guys are all having a really great day wherever you are. I hope your 2020 is way better than mine, because I feel like that's not that hard. But make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll upload some more videos hopefully very soon.